Welcome back to Pause to Unedit Yourself, a podcast where reflection meets transformation, where we explore the art of becoming one intentional pause at a time. I'm your host, Anushka, and each episode offers you a chance to press pause and explore bite sized insights and soulful reflections from my own journey of introspection in the hope it will help you too on your path of personal evolution. Whether you're feeling stuck, seeking clarity, or simply wanting to expand, my hope is that this becomes a space of inspiration and deep remembering, guiding you to evolve from within and uncover the infinite potential that lives inside each and every one of you. I wanted to thank everyone that have tuned in this year from all around the world, from all the continents, from the UK, the US, Canada, Mauritius, Japan, India, Turkey, France, Australia, Thailand. I mean, the list is endless. When I started earlier this year, my intention was that if this podcast even reached one person and made an impact in their lives, then I would have succeeded. And to see so many of you tuning in for each episode, and sometimes I hear on repeat, it's truly, truly heartwarming. So thank you. This year has really been a journey for me, a journey of discovering my voice, one that I actually literally lost in the year before, in 2024, for a period of 6 months when I got a bad case of laryngitis. And it's been a blessing to be able to share my voice with you all. And in this world out there where there is a minefield of noise and so much content, where everybody is drowning in it, well, that's exactly how I felt. Um, I wanted to create a place where this could make it a bit more sense, a space where clarity could come through amidst all of that chaos around us, somewhere where I could filter my thoughts and process those learnings. And everything I share has come from what I have learned and how I am trying to make sense of it, all in the hope that it helps you too. Another thing I have learned on this journey is that we are all part of nature. And actually, it's our disconnection with nature which really causes so much of our mental, our physical, and emotional well being. And in this world that glorifies constant action, we really forget that beauty of stillness. And well, winter is a time to really go inward, to slow down, to reflect. And so, to honor this season and to honor the sacred pause, I will be taking some time out till spring to reflect on this year because I've realized when you pause, when you choose your life with intention, you then step into the truth of your being. And I want to take some time to embody. And the truth of who you are, I've learned along the way, isn't really defined by achievements, but really by the essence you embody. And when you slow down and actually fall in love with the pauses, that is really when you reconnect with the flow of life. And so today will be the last episode of season one till spring. And you can always stay connected with news and updates by subscribing to the newsletter, which is um, in the links in the description. And you can always connect on socials, and you can always listen to the episodes on repeat. But so today's episode, before I leave you, are a few key lessons that I want to share with you for this year, and something that maybe you can learn from to take into the new year. So, first one is change. Change is the only constant. Universal law that states that the only thing that is constant is change. Everything is temporary and nothing is permanent. And when you realize that change is never painful, it's only your resistance to change that is painful. Everything will shift for you. Change, it brings opportunity. So find stability in being okay with the unknown, and make peace with the truth of impermanence. Two, being is your natural state. Mastering the art of being is paradoxically challenging, yet it's effortless. We've been so programmed to justify our existence. So, what we end up doing is we strive to live a life driven to justify our existence. But actually, our natural state is creative expression. And when we surrender to this present, we really uncover a serenity beyond striving, because you are not a to do list. And it's okay to take time to pause and just sit in stillness, to gather your thoughts, to realize that you are worthy, you are enough each and every day, just as you are. Three, abundance. It exists already all around us. We are already abundant beings. Everything we desire already exists. And the secret, well, we just have to be open to receiving it. And we do that by tuning into the frequency, the airwaves of abundance. For self love, it comes through acceptance. And that looks like loving all versions of yourself. And that's the hard part, because in doing so, it's accepting what you had to do and what you had to go through to become who you are today. And that part, it takes so much courage to give yourself that grace, to know that you are only human, and you could only make sense of those decisions at the time based on the information you have. And so it couldn't have been any other way. Love all versions of yourself and realize how much strength you have, the resilience that you have developed through each adversity that helped you grow and evolve into the version that is you today. So stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself, look at this version of you, and smile and tell yourself, you are doing okay. You have made it here today. Five, we become what we consume, and our attention is our most valuable commodity. So become mindful of this attention economy, which is really trying to distract you from yourself. You see, energy doesn't have a narrative unless we assign it. And so that means where you give your attention is where you're giving your energy. So make an attention to use your energy wisely to create a life path that helps you grow, to create, to love, and to manifest. 7, life is not a race. There is no competition. That saying, comparison is the thief of joy, well, it's also the source of anxiety. We are all unique and we're all on our own journeys. Therefore, there is no correct path. There is only we all have our individual blueprint. And so life begins when you start living and stop comparing. Shift from comparison to really celebrating each other. Accept everyone for who they are. Trust that you are enough and that one size does not fit all. 8, the eternal now. It's all that we have. This present moment. There is nothing else outside of it. Just the here and now. Right now. Peace is in the total acceptance of this present moment. And the freedom that you desire, it comes from walking this pathless path. 9, you are already enough, just as you are. Hold space and give yourself grace. You are doing the absolute best that you can today. And remember, you are a human being, not a human doing. And the fact that you're alive means you are worthy of existence. So do what feels right for you as you are right now in this present moment. Because where else do you have to be other than where you are? 10. Alchemize your life by being an energy converter. Reframe your reality because everything is energy, even down to our thoughts. So what we think becomes our reality. And we can change our reality by changing how we think. How you define your thoughts defines your reality. 11, growth. Well, I've learned it happens in the discomfort of the unknown. Life presents us with opportunities for growth every single day. And so stepping outside of your comfort zone, it is painful. Growth is painful, but nothing is more painful than being stuck somewhere where you don't belong. So embrace the pain of being in the uncomfortable unknown. And that's where you realize your true potential. 12, your inner world, it reflects your outer world. You see that change? It's an inside job. You cannot change people because that's out of your control. So focus on changing yourself, which is within your control. And by doing so, you become a mirror for the world you want to create. 14. The only certainty is that life is uncertain. The only certainty that we have and that we know of is death. How it will happen, no one knows. But what is important is how we live. You see, fear is that non acceptance of uncertainty. And so the minute we accept that life is uncertain, it becomes an adventure, a playground. To truly live, it means being brave, putting yourself out there, following your heart, letting down your walls, and choosing courage over fear. And finally, give yourself permission to press pause. Take a breather. Pause is not an escape, it's giving yourself the permission to reconnect with the unedited version of yourself. Life is passing by and it is to be lived. Make time for you. The truth of who you are isn't defined by achievements, but really by embracing your essence. And so when you slow down and fall in love with the pauses, you reconnect with yourself and the flow of life. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Your time is valuable, it's the most precious commodity. So, thank you for being here and sharing the space with me. And thank you for pressing pause and choosing to journey inward and daring to become the highest expression of yourself. I wish you all the best for the festive season and for the new year. See you in the new year in spring. And I will be working on some new content that I will reflect on. And so, till then, continue to use these mini guides um, whenever you need a check in with yourself for a moment of recalibration. And please do share them with someone who might need to hear them. And please do continue to share your comments and feedback too. It will help me to know what resonates for you and what you would like to hear more of in the new year. See you in the next season.